Hello everyone, it's Scott and welcome back to another episode of Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved Skyblock Expert Mode. I'm still in the Spirit Realm and I've noticed that I am losing some armor pieces and I'm not sure why. So what I'm going to do is kind of prep to return home. I was able to locate some of this disturbed cotton. So that seems to be working out okay for me, but I have not been able to locate. I guess the issue is that it's a nightmare, right? So as long as I'm in a nightmare mode, any wispy cotton that I run into will immediately convert to disturbed cotton. And you see, there's a little dude who's like following me around, and he is the nightmare. Now I have been able to kill him, and that's what gets me this mellifluous hunger, and the only reason I'm able to kill him is I'm able to pick him off with the bow and the and using my arrows, which I've just unfortunately placed in my inventory. So let's see if I can kill this guy one more time. Now he has a little bit of a protection here after you hit him the first time, but he only has 100 hit points, so it's not terrible. So let's see if I can shoot him down here. Boop. I'm not sure where he went. I think he ran off. Okay, so anyway, so as I was flying around, I found a village. I found a lot of these guys. So I think I'm at the point where I'm ready to hide my inventory, head back, make sure I keep this stuff. Whoops. Oh, he's going to climb up in the tree again. Okay. All right. There we go. I think he's kind of trapped now. There we go. Killed him. So let's grab, yep, another mellifluous hunger. Alright, so let me find a safe place and I will prick myself with the with those needles that I brought along. So needles. No. Okay, so I know they're in the if I hit the B key, they're over here. So let's flip back. Let's reload everything into the golden bag of holding. Bink, bink, bink. And yeah, so let's hide the inventory and then switch back. Whoops. Okay, this is going to be a trick. So let me land in the water. And whoops, there's the dude. Okay, so I'm going to need to be able to do this quickly. So let's switch inventories. I'll put the take off the jet plate, put it in the bag, and then B to swap back. And whoops, I don't want to do that. Okay. Okay. There we go, and then prick myself with the needle. Okay, success. So switch back, and if I did it right, everything should still be in the golden bag of holding. So here's some of the disturbed cotton. Here's the mellifluous hunger brew. So let me reorganize my inventory, and I'll cut right back. Alright, so I think it's about time that I start working on the solar panel. So I ended up fixing the mass fabricator, and let me head over here and just show that I ended up putting 10 overclockers in every one of these along the line, and I just rapidly ran out of space. So I ended up replacing this with a Crafter 3, and this is now just blowing through scrap. so I had to put in a scrap box. So I not only am I outpacing the energy demand such that this scrap box slot is always full, but I also have 5,900 in reserve. Yes. So it's producing a UU matter probably once every 2 seconds or so. 1001, 1002, 1003. Yep, about every 2 seconds. So as such, I decided I'm going to convert the formula to start producing nuclear fuel. And you can see it takes 887 millibuckets of UU matter. So I went through, and as I did in the very beginning, when I first started, I made plutonium, and this is 291. So it takes 3 plutonium to make 1 UU matter, plus a bunch of other uranium. So that works out to something like, I think, yeah, it would be 870 some. So I'm really not, for 887, I'm okay with that, rather than just making 3 plutonium. But once I have the MOX nuclear fuel cranking out, then I'll be able to convert that down to bedrockium, and then I'll be able to start working on some of the really advanced endgame-ish stuff. So let's take a look here with the iridium ore, and I'm just going to take all this 6 stacks of 64 and a stack of 21. This is crazy. So let's throw that into the ME system, and yep, switch back to my regular armor. Bink. There we go. Shift right click once you have the redstone underneath. So I ended up adding a bunch more enervation dynamos, and as such, I'm probably producing, up to anywhere from 1,500 to 3,500 extra RF per tick, which seems to be working out pretty well. But I've run this whole line, so anything beyond this, I could end up getting rid of the extra fuel efficiency, and in its place go for a 3rd level. Actually, I think I might want to do that. Go with the 3rd level power output. Since I think I have, how much redstone do I have? I have 15,000 blocks of redstone, which is crazy. Over in the blood area, I ended up changing things around a little. So I got rid of the cows and replaced them with pigmen. And the reason I like the pigmen is because if I just hit one of them, they're all going to come. So if I whack that, I can keep hitting it with the dagger of sacrifice, and that's going to load up all of this. So how much blood do I have? 9,000. Yeah, so I put in 2 extra pieces of capacity in the blood altar. Yeah, so I'm just cooking down a huge number of slates here. I think it's like 30 in this stack. And so, yeah, so I'm just going to let that go through. You can see I'm up to 22,000 capacity. So it's still going to take a while for me to work all the blood down. In addition, okay, that's where the missing blood went. There's 12,000 here in the drum. I'm not quite sure how to get the pigmen to spawn faster. Other than I might want to start making powered spawners. So over here are the Ender IO combined with a broken spawner in a anvil. So I have the vibrant crystals. I've made a Z-Logic controller already. And so all I need to do is insert souls. And let's take a look here. Soul. So thanks to the sword, I'm picking up all sorts of interest. Oh, I have a witch soul. Awesome. Oh, which reminds me, the witch. So I ended up getting a name tag, and I named it Samantha after Bewitched. And so when I am ready to do the Well of Suffering ritual, I will have a named witch ready to go. So that'll keep it from despawning if I ever move out of the area. And yep. And so let me see if I can, what it'll take at this point to get going with the Well of Suffering ritual. Let me just clear these guys, and then I'll head down to the other flood altar. So clearing, clearing, clearing. Yep. So let's head downstairs. Zoop. And what I ended up doing here was putting some blocks of coal on the altar in order to get the dusk inscription tools. And so what I need to do next, well, is head upstairs. And so I'd like to upgrade the ritual diviner if I could. So let's take a look in diviner. And where is the diviner? Alright, I literally can't find where I left the diviner, so I ended up making a whole new set of elemental inscription tools. So let me head back up and see if I can whip one up quickly. Whoops. Yeah, I'm getting a little tired of these elevator blocks. So I'm thinking of maybe going to the Ender IO teleportation system. But let's finish one thing at a time. So I want to make a ritual diviner, which I have all the mana diamonds and the ritual chalk from before. So let's grab that. And for the tier 2 ritual diviner, I'm going to need 2 of the elemental inscriptions, and then 2 demonic slates. So I did not craft that up yet. Okay, so this is just going to be another waiting game. I thought I had gotten everything ready, but I guess not. Alright, so here I'll just load it into the altar. Imbued slates will load up here, and I just have to wait it out. Alright, that took forever and a day. So here's the second slate. I had to end up breaking them into 2 batches because each batch was taking 15,000, and it was more than my total capacity of the altar, and unfortunately the piping is still not that great. What I was doing while I was waiting was crafting the pieces of the ultimate solar panel, and so at this point I have almost everything. So let's go to the scenarium, and since I moved all the pieces into the ME system, here we can see that I've recreated a lot of the formulas that were under the logistical pipes, and so creating that mixed metal ingot, which was such a pain, and all the different plates. Let's just start that and let the ME system do its business. Excellent. So let's take a look while this is running, because it looks like it's not going to be that long. Let's go back to the diviner. So I ended up crafting a new ritual diviner, and so what I'm going to do is take the 2 dusk elemental inscription tools, take my diviner and plop it in the center. There we go. Alright, do I have to bind it? No, I guess not. So let's put it back on the Well of Suffering. There we go, Well of Suffering. So let's take a look. I'm going to need 36 different stones. I have an extra dusk, and what I'm going to do is this is going to get a little tight. So what I think I'm going to do is, well, figure out a placement here. Let me do a little research on how far away the Well of Suffering can reach. Alright, so the next piece I need to do is to get the Master Stone, and what I'm going to do, let's grab that activation crystal too. So what I've laid out here is a 11 by 11 space, which is going to be the center here of my Master Ritual Stone. So what's going to happen is that the ritual itself is going to reach out into a 10 by 10 by 10 area centered on this Master Ritual Stone. So it's going to look for a blood altar 5 spaces above or below, and it's going to kill and damage any mobs up to plus or minus 5 blocks also from this Master Ritual Stone. So what I'm going to do, I should have all of the different inscription tools. I should have all 36 of my stones, and so and then most importantly though, I have 90,000 blood in my life network. I'm going to need 50,000 in order to activate this. So let's make sure that the Well of Suffering is chosen, and then let's right click. And so the sigil is automatically placing the design that I need, the dust stones, the fire stones, the water stones, and like that, this is the Well of Suffering. Awesome. So what I'm going to do, I think, is transport all of the blood magic blocks from there over to here. I think for variety's sake, actually no, I'll have to put it underneath because I might actually grow the altar, and it's easier to grow it down than if I mess up and need to grow it after I place the initial placement. So I'll put the spawning area on top and the altar underneath, and so let's see how it turns out. Alright, this should cover everything I think I need. So I have a dirt area that's slowly spreading with cursed earth, which is spawning a ton of monsters. And what I did was I ran the witchers for a little bit through this spawner, and so I can just grab them out of here. Yep, there we go. And then drop them down this chute in order to populate the, whoop, there we go, the witches down in the spawn area. So what I'm going to do is hit the ritual with this activation crystal, and let's see what happens. A rush of energy flows through the crystal. Excellent. Okay, and like that, there's blood now appearing in my altar. So let's... Okay, 5,000 already. So what should happen is that every couple of seconds, the Well of Suffering should attack everything that's in this glass box. And it looks like it is rapidly killing taking the health out of the zombies and the witches. And the difference is that the witches will be able to regenerate themselves with their spells, since the attack is not quick enough to kill them all in one hit. So it is slowly bleeding down the zombies and the skeletons. And I guess what I can do is set up a item duct. I'll just steal the one that's right here. Boop. And yep, I'll just slowly be dismantling everything here. So let's grab another chest. And let's put that, I don't know, here. Then the item duct can face inwards. And we'll load that up with the world interaction upgrades and the speed. So that way it can suck everything out of the box and into this chest. And I'll figure out what to do with it later. So, yeah. So with that, yep, we're now pumping blood into this drum. So let's see, the altar is fairly full already. Where's the other sigil that I had? Here it is. So this sigil, the divination sigil, says that I'm at 17,000 out of 22,000 capacity. So pretty soon I can just start piping stuff out. I'll hook up the ME system again in order to access this this drum of life points from anywhere. And yeah, so I'm going to call this a success. Awesome. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to demo is I spent a little bit of time piecing together formulas for everything to make the ultimate hybrid solar panel. So this is in the advanced solar panels, sort of the second to highest tier here. If we take a look at the ultimate, what I chose to do was make an advanced, this first formula, rather than this progressive, take 8 of these and combine them. It just seems like it might be slightly cheaper to do it this way. Though I haven't done a full summation, but it kind of looks like it would be cheaper just to go this route. But in any case, the quantum solar panel requires me to make 8 of the ultimate hybrid solar panels. And so what I'm going to do is piece together one of these straight from the ME system. I should have everything: the cold chunks, the advanced solar panels, the lapis lazuli, of course, and the rich samnerium alloy, which is the most expensive of all of these. So with a click, I should now have the ultimate hybrid solar panel, which is curious. Let's take a look in here. Alright, so I was kind of expecting it to give me a trophy. So here under the Skyblock achievements, it says here, craft an ultimate solar panel. I have a feeling that is not quite, the ultimate hybrid solar panel did not get me the final item. Is there another ultimate solar panel. No, solar core. Oh, ultimate solar panel over here. Okay, so under solar expansion, holy moly, 32,000 RF a tick. That's pretty cool. Advanced solar panel, resonant solar panel, redstone, hardened, leadstone, photovoltaic. What's stopping me from making one of these? Other than it's a tremendous amount of crafting. Interesting. All right. Well, here I thought I might have actually made the harder of the solar panels without realizing it. But what I wanted to do with this panel was plunk it down over here in the EU network. And I'm going to put it right here because this is right in view of the sun. So let's place it there. And what should happen is that this solar panel, well, right now it's outputting 512 EU per tick. Okay. And hopefully what it should do is feed all the way down here to the mass fabricator. So let's come over and take a look. And again, the mass fabricator is just blowing through. Who knows? Maybe that extra 500 EU per tick is actually accelerating this. But in any case, yep. So the MOX nuclear fuel is running along quite nicely, and I'm not seeing any noticeable difference in the tick speed here. But in any case, I'm already up to 5 of them. So every additional piece of EU production is going to help. So now, in between the last cut, I ended up, I accidentally left the witches running, and they seem to be having some kind of throwdown over here. A very nice party. So what I've been doing is just grabbing a couple of them when I can, what does not kill me. And then coming over here and dropping them individually in the over here in the well of suffering. And so I'm back up to, let's take a look, 150,000 life points in the blood altar. In addition, I've managed to pump out another 97,000. And so what I'd like to work on next is getting the alchemical automation up and running. Alright, let's try this again. Let's do the blood altar. So I ended up making a pattern out of this to kind of jumpstart me. So let's grab that. And what I need to do... Oh yeah, by the way, the diviner doesn't show up here. But if I type in ritual, then it shows up. So turns out that it was here all along. So I want the one that can place dusk runes. And so let's take a look at what I need. So 4 water, 8 fire, 4 dusk. And what I'm going to do is head downstairs, and I place the master ritual stone here, roughly close to the other altar. But what I'd like to do is just right click, and that should place down and color all the blocks I need. So in order to get this to work, I need to place the blood altar on top. And if I've read this correctly, the alchemical chemistry set goes off to one side. And then what I need to do is fill this in with 3 different inventories. So in this case, I'm going to use 3 chests. And what should happen is that the chests on the sides of the altar relative to the where I placed the chemistry set should act like inputs, and then the one that is directly opposite the chemistry set will act as the output. So let's take the blood orb here and place it within the chemistry set. And what I'd like to do is make the aquasalis. So here we go with the, we'll need a simple catalyst, ink, and 3 water bottles. So let me grab that. Okay, so here we can see that I have a lot of stuff. So I'm just going to list this out in my inventory here. Yeah, here we go. So that'll be easy. So what I'd like to do is first set up the origination formula. So what I'm going to do is place the items down here. And then finally, that should be the design. And if I've done that right, okay, that'll create the aqua solace that I need for the chemistry set. So what I'm going to do then is place that in the altar above the ritual. Oh, you know what? I know what I did. I completely forgot that I need to activate the ritual. So let's do that here with a simple right click. And a rush of energy rushes through. Okay, so now that I have an activated ritual, I have the aqua solace. I'm going to place it on top here in the blood altar. And at this point, what I'll need to do is, as you can see, I just loaded 3 bottles into that chest, and they actually got loaded here into the right spot within the alchemistry chemical set, or chemistry set. So let's take in the catalyst, the ink sac, and that's going to do the normal combination. Takes the same amount of time, and it should dump it out here in this chest. Bada bing, aqua solace. So that's how I'm going to automate the additional pieces here. So I can just lump everything in together, come back later, check on the aqua solace, and then put that back in to make the runes of dislocation. So dump, dump, and I need 1 more blood orb. So that means I need to probably take the... Whoops, there's a witch. I don't know if the witches are escaping, but let me take this out of here. Yep, okay, the witches have... they're mutinying. Alright, let's grab... Where's my sword? Okay. Where is my sword? Oh, I think I put it back in the... Alright, let's just use the Sword of Zephyr since it's already damaged. Bada bing. Okay, so these guys are probably escaping from over here. Yeah, so... Because these are all locked in nice and tight, and they're not aggravated. The ones here definitely are, so I need a way to kind of kill these guys since they're healing almost as fast as I can damage them. So anyway, so let's go and throw the Magician's Blood back in. Let's grab the Rune of Dislocation, and bada bing, bada boom, and done. Okay, so what I can do then is start loading up Runes of Dislocation here and throw them into the Well of Suffering, this guy over here. So let me just pick one. And bing. Where is my magnet? Okay. So I lost that rune. But what that'll do is that'll increase the... oh, by the way, the Sigil of Sight, I don't know if I talked about it yet, is used to see some of the internal numbers of the blood altar. So, yeah, so the tank itself is extracting... though it's not categorizing the amount of blood taken by the servo, but we do see that it is pulling a little bit of tick. I think like 20 or so, maybe 30 at this point. But so I can come up with a whole bunch of more of these dislocation runes, stack them in, and that'll load the life essence into storage containers that I can use for, well, basically storing all the excess that's left over after this ritual. Alright, there's one last thing I want to make today, and that is a teleposer. So I think this is actually going to be pretty simple at this point. So there's two pieces I need. The teleposer is going to require teleposition focus, and the focus are basically mana pearls for about 2,000 life points in a tier 4 altar, which I now have. So what I'm going to do is let's make 5 of these, let's say. Throw them in here. They're going to load up. The sigil is basically telling me that this is going to require 10,000 LP. Alright, now that that's done, let's grab the focuses out of the foci out of the altar, head back over here, and dump those in, and let's try to make up the teleposition focus teleposer. So let's grab 1 and 2 of these. Bam. So I'll need a sending side and a receiving side. And then let's just grab all the rest of the teleposers out like such. So, and then additionally, let's grab a lever and no levers anymore. Okay, I may have ground them all down in the chemical furnace. So let's do that. Let's grab our angel block so we can actually place things. And what I'd like to do then is that let's head downstairs, and right now, how much blood do I have in my network? 119,000. Okay, so that's not too shabby. So what I'm going to do then is, this is a pretty decent sized node, 6347. So what I'm going to do is place it relatively close to the existing node. So let's place it roughly here, and then seek out a relatively close node. So let's come over here. What is this one? 65, air. Okay, so this is a good candidate. So let's break this and place one of the other teleposer underneath the node. Okay, and so if I've read this correctly, what I need to do is right-click once on this teleposer, or is it shift right-click? Let's try shift right-click. Does that have any effect? Okay, current order, bound dimension, chords. Alright, so it has chords locked in, and so what I'll need to do then is head over to this guy, and I'm going to need to put the lever on the side in order to give it a redstone signal. Let's put the matching teleposer in here, and then in theory what should happen is if I give it a redstone pulse, there we go. Okay, so it absorbed, transported that node all the way over here, and excellent. That's exactly what I want. So hopefully what will happen then, yep, so these nodes are now in conflict. And if I give it enough time, the larger node, which should be the 6347, should attempt to absorb the air out of the 64 node. Yep, we can see they're kind of pulsing a little weirdly at the moment. And I did see a little bit of lightning shoot out. So we'll see if that eventually works. So what I'm going to do then is spend a little bit of time moving nodes around. I'm going to just kind of load up this platform with all the nodes in the area and see if I can create one master node out of everything. Okay, so if you could, please leave a comment or a like. Let me know how I'm doing, and I will see you next time in Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved Skyblock Expert Mode. Bye!